Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is PsychoGold and this is PsychoGold Videos. This video will not be edited, which is why I'm going to do my damned hardest impression of me not making mistakes. Now, title of this video should be something along the lines of Shield Hero Reactions Episode 225. Mostly because I can't remember what episode I'm up to. But yes, Shield Hero has come to a interesting finale and I thoroughly loved all of it. The links for the episodes are obviously down in the description below, so feel free and go and enjoy yourselves by checking them out. There will be a reaction coming later today, hopefully, fingers crossed, for Fire Force, so if you're interested in that, get hyped. And just to let you know, because I filmed a few reactions today, some of which you'll see soon, some of which you guys here on YouTube will probably see next week, week after, I managed to do something to my shoulder and my neck, so some of my reactions are a bit more... I try to keep myself a bit more still than normal, but I don't always succeed. You might see me sort of wince in pain, and when I'm trying to do stuff, you might see me suddenly jerk because I catch it. And yeah, just thought I'd say that now because I don't say that in every single video because it's, you know, I don't want to keep saying, oh yeah, my neck hurts, but... if you're wondering why I do that, maybe I look a bit not quite myself, that's why. It is getting better. If it doesn't go away, then I'm going to have to go and have someone look at it, because it did go away. It started when I was in Cornwall, and then it went away, and for days I thought, wow, maybe I've just, you know, trapped a nerve or slept funny or something, and then it's come back, but nowhere near as bad. I wouldn't be able to do reactions at all if it was like it was when I was in Cornwall. Even, you know, God, I was crippling. But fingers crossed it will just go away of its own accord. It does seem to be a lot better today than it was yesterday when I did something. Shield Hero. I watched the final Shield Hero episode. That's what I did. So the reaction that you'll be watching for 25, I think I mentioned it there as well. So sorry for the double information, but for those of you who are wondering about the situation with my dad, he is now getting better, albeit very, very slowly, but it is progress. His wounds are actually beginning to heal. His infection markers are coming down. He is still on daily IV antibiotics, so he's on them for at least another couple of weeks, but he is getting more and more like himself. Unfortunately, he's still not really that independent because the way his bones healed in his chest, one of them hasn't healed correctly, so they've basically told him that he's not allowed to do anything in regards to actually like getting more use out of his arms, because if he gets pulled around or if he pulls something too heavy, like trying to lift something that's heavy, it could actually mean that the hole in his bone won't actually seal itself. And because his wound is infected in his chest, they are obviously worried that his bone could get infected, and if that happens, that could be very, very serious, stroke life-threatening. So he is getting better, and it is kind of like everybody's getting back to normal, but there is this kind of like uneasiness at the moment until that actually goes away. But other than that, everybody is kind of getting back to normality in inverted commas. I'm hoping to basically take advantage of the next couple of weeks and get some more content out there. I have a plan in regards to what I want to do on Patreon, which people on Patreon already know, and on YouTube, I'm going to try and edit One Punch Man Season 2, because I think there's only one episode of it on YouTube, but I've finished it now on Patreon, and what I want to do is basically edit them all, and I will have them all go out a day after each other, so you guys should get caught up on One Punch Man fairly quickly. Dororo, I'm not sure how I'm going to tackle that on YouTube yet. I might just have to do a couple of marathon posts. Obviously, Shield Hero is what this video is prefaced with. So, I think that's it. Obviously, there's still the outstanding episodes of Slime, and they'll happen when they happen. They will just be a redirect marathon post, because it's so out of date. I doubt there's going to be that many people who are that fussed, but I will finish it. And then... yeah, Fire Force is a new anime, and there's going to be Hunter x Hunter, which I will be bringing back to the channel, because it's pretty easy for YouTube at the moment for me to schedule some in advance, because I'm further ahead on Patreon than I am on YouTube before I have to stop anyway. So look out for Hunter x Hunter, and the other thing that I've been watching on Patreon, which I think I've mentioned in a couple of the videos I've recorded today, is My Hero Academia Season 3. I've watched half the season, I think, roughly, or just under. I honestly can't remember now where I am, but they should hopefully start coming to YouTube. They won't come straight away because I can't do all that editing. That's way too much editing with One Punch Man as well. But I will be... They are on Patreon, so that's just a case of cutting them down to YouTube. The one thing I will say is a lot of reactions at the moment, especially my old reactions. Like, if you like my Overlord reactions, I hope you enjoyed them while they lasted, man. They're all pretty much gone. I don't even know how many are left because I don't want to depress myself by looking, but honestly, I get an email about an Overlord reaction being taken down pretty much every week. I think every season's opening episode, like the premiere, is gone for all 3 seasons now. The last one that was still up was the 3rd season's, and that was taken down yesterday, so Overlord is pretty much done as far as my channel is concerned. If there's a 4th season, I'll react to it, of course, but I can't keep the old reactions up. I don't have backups of the old episodes, especially. Season 3, I think... No, Season 3 is all on Patreon as well. Season 2 isn't because I started watching... I had to finish Season 2 when my Patreon was started because my YouTube channel got taken down, so I don't think all of Season 2 is on Patreon, frustratingly. And I don't have backups of them anywhere else because when I started, those anime were all fine and we didn't have all of these problems with YouTube deciding to change its terms and people changing their minds about whether or not they're okay for reactions, and it's not like it's not edited. You know, not that you can because they've been blocked, but all of those episodes, I remember people used to complain that I don't actually have that much footage in my reactions, like they're severely cut down compared to some people's, and mine still get taken down, but those people they complain about that show 2/3 of the episode are still up, and that just blows my mind. But don't get me wrong, Overlord and My Hero Academia in general have both been cannibalized on YouTube. A lot of people have been doing reactions, but they've had the footage severely, what's the word I want? Faded. We'll go with faded. They're transparent. And I'm probably going to start doing that. I'm definitely doing that for One Punch Man. And I'll probably do that in all honesty for My Hero Academia. One thing I will say, they're not going to be faded or transparent on Patreon, but at the same time, I'm not looking to, you know, antagonize companies. I just want to put out decent content and give my thoughts and opinions on it, which you guys enjoy. So I will do my best to try and get One Punch Man and all the other shows out there, but they are really, really gunning for reaction channels, it seems, at the moment. I know some people who have just given up completely and they literally only post redirects, and that's fine, but it does kind of defeat the object. I mean, not that I get many views these days anyway compared to what I used to get, but even when I used to get decent views, like, you know, 3,000, 4,000 on average, the redirects would never get that because that's not, you know, people on mobile can't view redirects. People who don't necessarily want to leave the YouTube system are not interested in redirects. There are many, many people who don't like redirects, despite what all the comments saying, just do redirects, will tell me. It's the same reason that timer reactions people don't like, because timer reactions are a pain in the ass if you're trying to watch it on mobile or a tablet, and it's the same principle of, yes, timer reactions could be the way to go eventually, but I would like to stick with just edited footage because, to me, I don't see anything wrong with that, and, you know, I know fair use is becoming even less of an argument as YouTube is determined to get rid of that as a legal recourse by changing their terms of service every time they think we're not looking. But trust me, YouTube, I see you. And I don't know. For as long as I'm able to, I will keep trying. But I must admit, it is taking what used to be a passion and turning it into something that I enjoy less and less because YouTube keeps moving the goalposts, and, you know, the copyright laws of the internet have been changed for the worse since I started doing this, and there are a lot of you guys that support me, and I appreciate that, and that's why I keep going, in all honesty. Sometimes I'll hit anime that I really enjoy. When you guys see my reaction to Fire Force, you'll find out that I really loved it. But that, you know, sometimes it is just a case of you do feel like you're painting by numbers at times. And when YouTube goes out of their way to make your lives more difficult and stacks all of the deck against you, and all of the corporations have all the power, they don't have to prove anything, they can just snap their fingers, take away your videos, and you're the one that has to do all of the legwork to prove that you're not actually in the wrong. And they're the ones that decide if you're right. So the only way you ever get a video back is if you actually issue a counter DMCA claim, which takes pretty much, on average, 2 months to sort. By which point the video is vastly out of date and it's not going to probably get that many views anyway, so what's the point? And that's the attitude they want you to have. They don't want you to fight it. They know that they're in the wrong, but most people won't bother fighting it, either because they're afraid that they'll get a strike and lose their channel, which obviously I did and have never really been able to recover from that in terms of my growth, or they don't think people will bother because they know it's not worth the effort, and it's not, unfortunately. But anyway, that's roughly what's going on with me. I hope you enjoyed the Shield Hero episodes, and I will see you guys in my next video. This is Psycho Gold signing out. Let me know what you thought of all the episodes down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Psycho Gold, out.